just didn't want to hit you with bad news first thing in the morning.
If that turns on tonight, it's going to completely this set. Kidding me, dude? Oh, no. There's not much time left. Honestly, we need to be cleaning up right now. Have you ever been to an art installation pop up and the filmmaker or photographer inside of you is screaming because you just wish you could shoot in this beautifully curated environment? Yeah, it's a pretty universal thought. So universal that is the exact impetus as to why my friend Megan and I created Dreamhaus, meant to not only be experienced, but designed to be captured. This is a boundless sandbox for creatives to run wild. Filmmakers, photographers, actresses, models, makeup artists, costumers. This is Dreamhaus. The concept, extremely simple. One location, one night only, 6 different, unique, extensive sets. We have the Doctor's Lair, Burnout, Fractured Reflection, Electric Field, Sunken Siren, and Festering Flora. Each one of the concepts getting more complex than the last. All right, today is the day, Dreamhaus Day. Happy Dreamhaus Day to everybody. I cannot believe it. We've been prepping for this for so freaking long. We're in this space. Oh my God, we got the car right here. So everybody's unloading the trucks. We have my truck over here, which is absolutely stacked. We have this truck right here. My phone is going off. Okay, Megan's calling me. Let's see what she's got.
Hi, it's
Yo,
me.
what's up?
Tank is secured. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm not sure how you're gonna feel about it.
Is it really small? Just for
No,
reference,
for-
a human needs to fit inside of this.
I mean, it's like a bathtub. It's not ideal.
What? Yeah, no, it's not gonna work.
I don't think it's gonna work.
It's insane how hard it's been to find a freaking fish tank. We had somebody lined up that was gonna give us a big ass fish tank, and then they just completely ghosted us. So that was pretty cool.
I mean, I fit.
It works. She's small. Honestly, that's actually not as bad as I thought. The Sunken Siren installation. Anybody that knows me knows that I love me a weird sci-fi. Give me a Terry Gilliam, weird production design sci-fi, and that is the inspiration for this installation. So right at the center of this, we have our fish creature, dangerous femme fatale. We have our researchers' dark patina PPE gear that they've been in this lab for years going and looking at all of these different creatures. We're 24 hours from the start of Dreamhaus and we have a lot to do. We're gonna jump into some distressing of wardrobe. This is for our Sunken Siren set. This was one of the most impressive sets because of the obvious thing, the makeup that Victoria and her team did. There is so many different elements to this. Probably the most standout thing is the actual custom sculpted application that Victoria had made before Dreamhaus that was applied to Janelle, the performer's face. And then also the fact that this is full body makeup that had to get wet. So she had to get some very, very specific body paint that wouldn't come off in the water over hours of the whole entire event. This is absolutely incredible. How long did this application take?
We started at noon.
Started at noon.
It's now 7:30.
Now 7:30. 7.5 hours in the makeup chair. This is
Yeah.
absolutely crazy. So this one was just a lot of fun because there was a lot to sink your teeth into. Of course we had the different CCT, cameras set up that had the feed going to different places. That was a huge production design element. We had the weathered plastic blowing in the wind. We had 6 different Titan tubes. It was really the main light on a rig that was suspended above the set with a clinical white light with a little bit of green in there just to give you some little spice. And then, we have these beautiful tungsten backlights, big, powerful pops of light that were backlighting and just really punched out those silhouettes of the different performers, which I thought was just absolutely gorgeous, especially with all of the fog. The main logistics are split right down the middle between Megan and I. She has a background in photography and production design, where I have really a background in cinematography and lighting. So anything that is set related in logistics, that is her. Anything that is equipment and lighting and whatnot related, that is me. Even though I maybe sometime have a hard time staying in my lane. Because even that still looks like an apple.
I'm gonna fix that. It's not done.
But I feel like height-wise, it's like...
Height-wise is right. I'm gonna play with it. I'm playing with these. Just give me.
All right,
I'm playing Legos.
All right.
I'm playing Legos.
All right.
I just need more apple boxes. More Legos.
Festering Flora, one of my favorite installations of all of Dreamhaus because it's a tragic love story of two people steeped in passion, but wrong place, wrong time, ships passing in the night. It's meant to show time passing, it's meant to show passion, and our two performers that we had on the set did an absolutely incredible job. But it was an incredibly versatile set that anybody could sit down and create some incredible stuff. The focal point of this set is, of course, our little red car, which was supplied by our good friend Helen, who, well, she didn't just get us the car, she also got us the whole dang location. So Elizabeth and Edgewood was this compound that we were at, which is just a beautiful, sprawling spot right in basically downtown Atlanta that is completely steeped in patina, in character, exactly what we needed for Dreamhaus. So gotta give her a huge shout out. Also, she let us bury the dang thing in sod. We wanted something to be able to visually represent time passing, and the way that you can do that is through growth. And that was the idea of where these little Teletubby hills of rolling sod came from.
I have fescue, gonna have, like I said, the Xeon.
Of course, we want like the undulations to make it look cool, and I can see it's already laying really nice. All that fescue out there is already sold. So we gotta go with our second option, which was, what is the other one?
Xeon Zoysia.
Xeon Zoysia.
Awesome car set with some rolling hills. We're actually using some apple boxes and a bunch of sandbags to kind of make these slopes. The idea is to have a bunch of different points that photographers can shoot at the same time and not be on top of each other. Mara over here came with Amy and brought us a ton of flowers. And what the plan is we are going to build a set to fill the car up with flowers. So when the models are posing, they can have these on their laps, but it's gonna be a giant cloud of floral arrangement. We're also gonna have some wildflowers just spricketed throughout. Think like Teletubby Farm. That's what we're gonna have here today, and it's gonna be pretty cool.
Another massive way for us to show time passing was through the lighting. Right now we're actually doing something super cool. We're programming on this set to make days pass. And so what it's gonna start off with is kind of like a blue, midnight, type of look. And then poof, the sun pops over the mountain, and we got a nice warm sun, coming through, middle of the day, a little bit more 5600, a bit more neutral. And then we sink back down into like a bubblegum, beautiful pastel sunset using the Godox to have some nice pinks and everything as a sunset. That's actually what we're looking at right now. And then we go back into our moonlight look. The lighting on this set is actually incredibly simple. It's just a top light 8x8 and a backlight sunlight. But I think that's an oversimplification. So let's get those lights up. This has been like insane. Literally, I'm pulling my set shit out of my my bag because I was just in Missouri on a Harley commercial like right before this. It's just been go, 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 dude. I've not stopped. Like, this is insane. I'm so impressed that things have come together in the way that they have. And like, things are going really, really well today. I'm so like, dude, the team that we have out, if I didn't say it to you while you were here, you're on the team and you're watching this video and you're at home and you're eating snacks and you're having a good time right now, thank you so much. Thank you for coming out and helping, because dude, we could not have done this without all the like really, really experienced professionals that came out to help us make this happen. So, love you. That's right. Except for that guy. All right, this is a 12K telehandler with the articulator rig on it from Sunbelt Rentals. And it is definitely my new favorite toy. This would be a kind of interesting new daily driver, Yeah, because I'm looking, I want to make sure that my telehandler here, I'm going to be able to shoot over here with the Godox and get right over it, which looks like we'll be totally fine. My idea for how to do this is like a mini fly swatter. We're putting the Godox 8x8 inflatable. It's a very lightweight unit. So I went with using speed rail corners or like 20 by corners instead of using like a standard Hollander corner, because obviously there's much more overlap. And for a rig like this where it's going over people's heads, you want to be as safe as possible. All you salty grips, make sure you go down in the comments and tell me what I'm doing wrong to help the engagement. Thank you. I legit forgot that I ordered triangle truss makers. That's gonna be much better. I'm okay, I can admit when I'm wrong. And the flexiness, like if you look at that, I think it's gonna be fine with how lightweight this unit is, but I don't love that, so we're just gonna do it the right way. We're gonna do it the right way, we're gonna do it real quick, we're gonna do it the right way real quick. So let me take it all apart. This makes me asking for you to tell me what I'm doing wrong in the comments a little bit more embarrassing. So go ahead and just amend your comment. If you paused the video and you commented how I should probably be starting with triangle truss or some sort of truss, Maybe just go underneath your comment and say I told you so or something. Now we've already built our structure on here, the telehandler, but in a lot of situations, you actually don't even need any structure because it comes with a really badass inflatable structure. This right here is the mat itself. It is 1600 watts of RGB WW power, and it is like surprisingly super lightweight. The kit's actually super handy. It comes with this nice little battery powered air pump, which makes it easy to inflate. Dude, this thing is actually super rigid. It's kind of the material that like stand-up paddle boards are made out of. So this thing is so lightweight, all I need to do is just use some pieces of rope to tie it on. The AM 1600R, I'm so glad you're here with us. Mwah. So the Sunbelt Circulator is the perfect solution for this type of setup because I can take this and I can go ahead and dial it up, I can dial it down, I can go ahead and pan whichever way that I want. I can even roll it, which is really, really handy if we want to get a different angle on the set. Yeah, this is my new favorite toy right here. Awesome.
Good to me.
Dude, I'm so happy that we have the brand new Aperture XT52 right here. It's gonna be our like insane back sunlight. This is way overkill. I know we're gonna be dimming this way, way down, but I wanted to make sure we had that punch because I wanna really be able to have like an impressive sunlight in the background, and there's gonna be nothing more impressive than this as sunlight. The other reason why I chose this is because it has the Blair Light engine and the new HSIC Plus mode built in, I think right out of the factory, which is an incredible profile. So we can get some really, really warm tones and actually be able to leverage that whole entire Blair color set to just, you know, get us some crazy color. I don't even know, dude, we want to have a red sun, we can do a red sun. Big thanks to Wavelength Lighting. They're getting us our generator. They got us our truck to get a bunch of the gear here. They got us all of our Astera Nix bulbs for our electric field set and a ton of other lights. And most importantly, the sound system.
Fractured reflection. This is a very simple installation from the production design standpoint. It is essentially just a bunch of mirrors hanging from the ceiling. And the thing that brings it to life is haze and the lighting. The only problem we did have was the mirrors were not quite what we thought we had ordered.
It's awful. Don't look at it. It'll be fine.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Cool, cool.
This is going to be fine. What is super cool about these sets that we've made is I've actually designed them so that you're able to shoot from any angle. So you can get a cool shot of me here. You can get a cool shot of me if you're standing over there. And photographers aren't competing for the shot.
Electric field is a narrative of excess and conformity. This was like a really impressive visual spectacle because of the mismatched vintage lamps out on this beautiful lawn of green grass. And the thing that really made them pop was the fact that we had a Astera Nix bulb in every single one. So they were able to flicker and change colors and do all sorts of different stuff. So we did very minimal throughout the event, but it was great to have that control. Huge thing that we did on this was the moon.
Right here, this is a Sky Panel S360. It's like a $25,000 light, and it's a big soft source. Now, I want to use this as moonlight on our electric field set, which is like all of the lamps and everything. Now, I was thinking, what would be really, really cool to light as moonlight than, a big old moon? So I ordered this, custom printout of the moon, but it's not just a printout. This is a backlit vinyl, so hit it, Q. Oh my God. So we don't need a lot of output. It's just gotta be a little bit. So I think this is actually exactly what we're gonna need. So we'll just cut this to size when we get there tomorrow. And when people walk in, they're gonna see a field of a bunch of vintage lamps, nice and warm, and hanging up above them is gonna be the actual moon. Okay, I know that the moon is off center. I hate it.
We just won't talk about it.
We're just
We
not
won't
gonna.
even be able to tell.
Cinder Lighting and Grip. So I rent space from them for my workshop, and they are a proper rental house, all right? They're the type of rental house that you need when you're putting on a big event like Dreamhaus, because you think that I own a lot of gear. I don't own a lot of gear. Cinder owns a lot of gear. Like, look at all this freaking gear. This right here is a lot of gear. And Cinder is very special and very advantageous. Dreamhaus would not be happening without Cinder.
The doctor's lair. Come on, it's Halloween, it's October. We have to have a mad scientist installation, could we not? But this was actually a very, very simple installation where we used some different jars of different body parts, tools and whatnot that our mad scientist doctor is using. And the lighting was actually very straightforward. The one big piece that I was so excited about was this cat eye lamp, which was hung right over the table. And we had some Astera tubes, of course, in like a really, really piercing green that was backlighting everything. Burnout, a narrative on the trudging monotony of everyday life working in a white collar position. And so this was a very intentionally monotonous looking set, which we lit in an interesting way with a really saturated green and then brought it to life with the PMI Gear Smoke Vest. And one installation that we had was all of our cinema cameras that you could use for just your price of admission. So yeah, you could go up to our friends at Baron. They brought out their Venice 2 and a Alexa LF. And we also got an Alexa 35 straight from Ari. They're one of our sponsors, so thank you so much to Ari for sending us that Alexa 35, as well as some signature primes to be able to use. And so if you ever come to Dreamhaus, you can shoot on any of those cameras, and a lot of people did, and a lot of people had a lot of fun, including me.
This is like probably the coolest photography, model experience I've had so far in Atlanta. Just the fact that there's like so many talented people here all at one time collaborating is like, it's magic.
And that was an insane day. That was an absolute circus.
We fucking did it.
We fucking did it.
Oh,
Okay, that sucks. That is a wrap on Dreamhaus. I have to shout out all of our sponsors. Thank you so much to Godox. Thank you for Sunbelt for the articulator. Thank you to Aperture Lighting. Thank you to Cinder Lighting and Crypt for getting us so much gear and hitting my budget. Thank you to Wavelength Lighting. Massive thank you to Alexandria and Edgewood, which is the location that we're here right now. Massive thank you to Baron for bringing out all the cinema cameras. Thank you for Ari. Yes, Ari, for giving us an Alexa 35 and Signature Prime.
Bellows.
Bellows, yes. Bellows gave us
Some film that we'll be giving away.
that we'll be giving away. And massive thank you to PMI Gear for this freaking awesome vest. My brain is fried, my body's fried, as you can see. So I'm gonna input the sponsors that I forgot right here. I'm really sorry, sponsors. All right, peace. We will see you guys on the next Dreamhaus.
Woo!